Pat McAfee, I ain't gonna lie. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Just shut up. Hopefully this title's clickbait, bro. Like, you really picked the Giants to beat the Cowboys week 1, and now this year's Super Bowl prediction. Just shut up, bro. Just shut up. My Super Bowl prediction, Chiefs Niners. I'm be real. Let's get to it.
I also would like to say, before I introduce this incredible crew,
and don't get me wrong, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I fucking love the Cowboys of my life. You know what I'm saying? You either hate them or love them, but I'm a realistic fan as well. It's gonna be Chiefs 49ers. I could be wrong, but I don't think I will be.
If the Super Bowl was to be on Wednesday,
Yeah.
okay? Not saying teams that'll figure it out and get better by the end of the season what the Super Bowl will actually look like. With the football gods blessing some people, injuries and not. If the Super Bowl was on Wednesday, I think it's clear cut. Two teams.
Oh, if the Super Bowl was on Wednesday.
Are battling. Miami Dolphins taking on Dallas Cowboys.
Whoa.
I mean, these two teams are at the top of their conferences, and it has to be a blast
Yeah, Dolphins had a good game last night.
to be their fans because for a long time, one side of the coin, this team stinks. Remember, just a couple years ago, it was being alleged that the owner was telling the coach, I'll give you more money, you lose.
Yeah.
That was being alleged. We didn't make this rule up.
Nope.
We didn't make this report up. We're just telling you that was being alleged. That's what the fans had to go through. Hey, our team is actually trying to lose. We stink. Then all of a sudden they go all in. They find Tua as this gem. McDaniel, who's the most chill coach in the history of the NFL, him racing against the cameraman at halftime after doing an interview is maybe the greatest display of swagger, confidence, and moxie I've ever seen. You're
That shit
in
was funny, though, I ain't
Foxborough,
gonna lie.
taking on an absolute legend in Bill Belichick. You're up 17-3, and what are you doing? You're actually messing with a cameraman,
Pretty sweet.
knowing that you got it figured out. Could you imagine being that comfortable? You know how much work has to get to the point that you're that comfortable, especially taking on Bill Belichick and that confident? Good for them, and what they have on the field is going to be tough to be duplicated. Now, I was a guy that is a fan of a team that was maybe going to get their number 2 wide receiver. Okay?
Yeah, that's
you
right,
know,
right.
whatever, and that was an absurd ask. I saw last night why people in Miami were thinking it was an absurd ask. What Jalen Waddle was able to do for that offense is phenomenal, and McDaniel was able to use all these pieces to be great. They've come out of the gates hot, and it seems like they're not slowing down. Shout out to that defense, too. Let's not get crazy and forget about it. Miami Dolphins are at the top of the AFC right now, I do believe. Now,
Yeah, they have a good
some
defense.
people saying the Patriots stink, so like,
that's
we're
true.
judging a little bit. Well, let's talk about the Cowboys then. This Cowboys defense, what we're talking about historic. They're putting them up against the steel curtain of the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the day. And I think even the Bears defenses of back in the day. All these stats
Legion
are
of
being
Boom.
chatted about this particular team in the first 2 weeks. And you got Dan.
I ain't gonna lie, it is early, but they remind me of the Legion of Boom a little bit. I'm gonna have to see more, obviously, but hey, this could be a historic defense, man. But we just gotta wait and see.
Quinn up in the booth doing his thing. They are stacked. Micah Parsons is an alien. This dude is just different. He's so fast, so strong, so fast, so dialed in. Anytime he wants to get to the quarterback, he's going to do that. Then he's going to do a little jungle cat celebration.
Wild.
This dude is different. He is also, his work ethic's absurd. I think mentally he
This
wants to be
is
the
crazy,
greatest.
man.
He has a podcast, I think, every single Monday on Bleacher Report where he chit-chats, and it's fantastic. Great personality. This dude is
Hell
there.
yeah, hell
He's one of like 5 other, and then he just said, give me that ball. Give me the ball.
Actually, we should react to that, guys. Y'all let me know if I should react to the Micah Parsons podcast.
On defense side
That'd actually be cool. Actually, I'm gonna react to it, whether y'all say I should or not.
of the ball, they're going to have 5 first-team All-Pros, we think, at this stage of the season. And on the offensive side, Big Mike McCarthy's back under the headset.
Yeah.
He's dialing up beautifully.
Deal.
He's having a good time. Feels
Hell
like
yeah.
he's right back in the groove with Aaron way back in the day. The offense is going to be great. Dax doesn't seem to be put in a position to make as many mistakes, to turn the ball over. This might be the perfect offense for him. And that guy right there, Schmell me, shout out Pac-Man, with the dance that CD Lamb does every single
why is
time.
this shit
He gets a
tangled?
first down. They are phenomenal. Give me the Cowboys and the Dolphins as the top of each conference after the Week 2 Sunday slate. I guess things could change tonight with what the Cleveland Browns do to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they are as dominant as they were in Week 1 against a Cincinnati team that we got to ask questions about.
Go. Yeah.
There's a lot of questions
Ask
around.
them, Pat.
There's a lot of great teams around. Let's start chit-chatting with the boys. I said, on this microphone right here.
Oh yeah, I think we remember.
What was it?
We remember. At least we in the north and the east.
Okay, so into this microphone.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Do you remember what happened?
Bro, what is
so
wrong
the
with
Jets
this?
beat the Buffalo Bills.
It was a great win.
Yeah,
that's
It
right.
was an incredible win.
Yeah.
They lost Aaron on play 4
Yeah.
of his
There we
tenure as
go.
New York Jets,
remember.
which he said
There,
on Friday he's got eyes on, returning this year. And hell yeah, Aaron.
Yes, he does.
And on Tuesday, after they get that
Hey,
big
we hope
win over
Rodgers
Buffalo
a speedy
Bills without
recovery,
Aaron,
man.
In a new Zach Wilson that I had seen on Hard Knocks and what I thought Zach Wilson was. Because remember, Hard Knocks preseason, he's running, shaking, grooving, talking shit.
Down the sideline.
Hanging out with his teammates.
Yep.
He's doing that whole thing. So on Tuesday, after they beat the Bills without Aaron, and Zach Wilson kind of gets handed the baton, 2 years earlier than what everybody thinks, I said, you know what?
What's that?
Because of how good that defense is, they're so good.
Yeah.
Because that offense, because of how weapons they have, what I've seen out of Zach Wilson, Dalvin Cook getting out in a Breeze, always over there.
Okay.
Even without Aaron, the Jets are going to make the playoffs.
Yes, you did.
That's what I said right here into this microphone.
You weren't the only one.
And
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did realize that there was other people that were like, I don't think he's wrong. Like there were people amplifying what I was saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
listen to what
Preach.
this guy's saying. A lot of people are saying that. Okay, and I'm like, oh, now I'm the hot take guy all of a sudden who's on ESPN. Holy hell, I've sold out. I've changed. And then I was like, you know what? I do believe it.
Trust him.
In the moment, I believed it. Right now, I believe it.
Right.
And then I watched them. Right now, I do not believe that.
Okay.
Things have changed a little bit. But it was the
good?
Dallas Cowboys defense,
Sure. Yeah.
which has become a little bit of an issue. At the beginning of the show, I said, hey, if there was a Super Bowl on Wednesday, I'm not saying this is who's going to be in the Super Bowl because it's very hard to project that type of thing.
Yeah,
this
the
early
title
in
was
season.
kind of
We have no
clickbait.
idea who the football gods are going to bless with injuries and fortune of the bounce of a ball and everything like that. It's very hard. But if there was supposed to be a Super Bowl on Wednesday, I would have the Dolphins out of the AFC and I would have the Dallas Cowboys out of the NFC. And I don't think I'm the only one. Obviously, this is an easy take. You agree with this entire thing? These two teams have seemingly come out hotter than everybody else. Is it sustainable in your eyes, AJ Hawk?
Yeah, I mean, why not? It should be sustainable. Now, it takes a lot for that to happen.
think
you
it
need to
could
obviously
be.
get very lucky with injuries. You can't have any injuries to key positions, especially, I think, O-line. You want to protect your quarterbacks. But, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a sustainable thing. But do you feel like the Dolphins can continue this for 17 games? I'm not saying they're going undefeated, but they can continue and, win the majority of their games playing like they are now.
Well, the thing about it is, like, Tyreek Hill is one of these Lambos, Ferraris, but he's also durable. This guy has somehow managed to remain healthy. And we're talking about normally muscles. When you're the fastest, most explosive guy on the field, which is Tyreek Hill every single time he steps on a field. And I know the commentators are talking about a lot of conversation about who's the fastest guy on the team. We all know who the fastest guy on the team is. I appreciate the fact that the guys in the workouts and the guys in the gym in the locker room think they're faster than Tyreek Hill. It's like the guy's the fastest human that's ever been on a football field. I think that is very clear when you see him out there. But the way McDaniel draws up plays for him to be forced to be open pretty much is another weapon. And then you think about Tua, with what Tua's been able to do, putting balls literally in keyholes to different guys. And then the emergence of Waddle over yesterday, not only just last season he was great, but yesterday he got into it in a big fashion. Mostert popped off a massive 80-yard run. It's like this team, I think it is sustainable if they remain healthy. And like Tyreek Hill has remained healthy. Tua, we're thinking with the new jiu-jitsu ability to roll through whiplash hits, which I think Anthony Richardson will hopefully be taking the same type of rolling lessons in jiu-jitsu. It's like I think Miami is sustainable. I believe it is sustainable, Darius.
I mean, offensively, they're clicking on all cylinders. I think the Patriots had a pretty good game plan early on to make them kind of go that long, hard way, make them be patient. But the quickness that Tua gets the ball out of his hands,
Yeah, the Dolphins,
motions, the pre-snap shift.
they have a great offense, man. And Tyreek just kept on getting the ball. Like, whoever the offensive coordinator is, who calls the plays in Miami? Is it Mike McDaniel? I don't know, man, but shit. That offense is tough, bro. Our defense might struggle against the Dolphins' offense. Let's see.
All that. And then his defense, you only expect him to get better
Their
as
defense is pretty
Vic
good, too.
Fangio kind of gets more
Cowboys
comfortable
got a
with his
tough
personnel.
schedule.
Ramsey's going to enter the lineup at some point. Tua's been kind of clean all year, and Armstead's not even there yet, their best left tackle. So, I mean, hey, we feel good down there.
Oh, we are right.
Don't
we
forget
feel
about
good down there right now.
DeVinky might have been the best player on
Von
the field
Ginkel?
last night.
Yeah.
He
Von
was
Ginkel.
unbelievable, flying around.
Wilkins,
Bro, I want to be 4-0 by the time we take on the 49ers, man. Oh, I can't wait, bro. Oh. And that's my main goal for the Cowboys. We need to be 4-0. We need to be 4-0. We need to be 4-0 by the time we take on the Niners. Oh, I'm scared, bro.
Also, right? I mean, that guy didn't get a contract, but he said, all right, it didn't work. I'm going to still play and play dominant. Gumpy, what normally happens in this situation? You guys just fall apart? What is it? Is optimism high down there in Miami that it's good? This is the year. It is different than what it has been.
I think because of the way they won last night with Mostert running for like 127, like they won in a way like Tua's not going to be able to throw for 466 every game. Winning like they did last night, their defense played way better. Is pretty impressive, to be honest.
Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing just watching it as like with all the questions.
Yeah,
before,
bro.
with
There
the
was a few people that picked the Patriots to beat the Dolphins. I'm like, bro, what? The Dolphins are one of the best teams in the league. Probably one of the best teams in the AFC. Do they take on the Chiefs this year? They beat the Chiefs, bro. I see the Dolphins coming out the AFC.
Dolphins is Tua going to be able to stay healthy?
Heard it
I
here
think it's
first.
Absolutely, yes. Because, I mean, Gumby just mentioned it. They beat us running the ball, and that was much different than week one. But also a huge question mark going into the season was the O-line. And look at that. Like, that's unbelievably blocked. It's perfect. He goes untouched 40 yards into the end zone. Like, if they can do this and Tua's
They take on the Broncos next week. I think that's a 3-0 for the Dolphins.
the ball out quick,
Hold
because
on.
it's not as if it's like last year where he's hanging on to it, waiting for people to be open. Like the schemes that they're running, that little motion out into a wheel with a flat, and then Tyreek Hill sitting down.
Oh, yeah, they play the Chiefs November 5th. Ooh. And that's going to be in London? Okay. It says 7:30 a.m. Oh, shit. Bro, that's going to be like one of the biggest games of the year played in London. That's crazy. Hey, I can't wait, bro.
Everything feels perfect
Woo!
for the Dolphins, and Tua's
It's going to be
really
a good
not
season,
getting touched.
motherfucker. Oh, shit. Shoot. I can't curse, man. I don't want to curse and get striked or nothing. But hey, man, I guess I agree with Pat McAfee in the sense that if you put the Super Bowl on Wednesday, probably those would be the teams to come out the AFC and NFC. But I do see a 49ers, maybe 49ers Dolphins Super Bowl. I don't know. 49ers, I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see, bro. It's only week 2. It's way too early to predict who's going to the Super Bowl or who's going to win the Super Bowl. We just had to wait and see, man. But, hey, what are y'all thinking about this season? We'll see y'all next time. I'm out.